All right, y'all, welcome back to Cam Shack Productions. Today I am at Mount Timpanogos, which is the mountain right back here behind me, and I am going to be spending the night here trying to find the Timpanogos ghost. Yeah, it should be an interesting night for sure. There's quite a lot of activity, so hopefully it'll mellow out and we can do some ghost hunt tonight. All right, y'all, so this peak right here is what's called Mount Timpanogos. And the legend of the ghost is that an indigenous girl fell in love with a warrior from a different tribe, and her father forbade her from seeing this warrior. So the story goes that she approached a medicine person and asked them to put her to sleep, and she would only wake once she was able to marry her love, who was killed by her father. So the story goes that she haunts these mountains. There's a very famous cave in the area, and it is said that you can hear her in the cave. So tonight we're going to explore some of this area and see if we can find Timpanogos, because that was the indigenous princess's name. Pretty awesome, right? Let's see what we get tonight. Theater in the Pines. If you want to read what this says, pause right here and you can read all of this information. All right. Some sort of stage area. Where you can actually get up on top. Able to see a ton. Very cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you come to visit the mountains, please don't leave boxes of your trash and half-eaten sandwiches. Take it with you. Please take it with you. It's just not cool, man. Not cool. So, back in here are a bunch of different buildings. Maybe you can see the roof right there. But what this is this is like a Mormon family location where if you're a member of the church, you can sign up to use these. I guess they're cabins in the area right here. And everybody over there is being exceptionally loud. It's pretty crazy. All right, y'all. So I am out in the middle of the dark. The moon is starting to come up and hopefully the clouds will leave and I'll be able to get a little more light out here, but it's dark and it is loud. Again, there are kids across the street at camp, obviously, just having a grand old time. They're never talking to Braden again. I can tell you that much. All right, y'all, so I am hanging out here at the amphitheater. I have set up the Sony in the tunnel, and there's a big tunnel back behind here, and I have a laser grid projecting. So right now, I'm just hanging out, waiting in the dark to see if I catch anything. So I'm gonna give that a few minutes, let it go, and then we'll change locations here shortly now that it's dark. But since we're out in public, and I am not able to have a beer with you for a step two, tonight we are gonna have just a Pepsi Max. So cheers, my friends. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying life. Here in Utah, it is against the law to have alcohol in public. So because I am not at a campsite tonight, I have just a soda, making sure I don't get in any trouble. The Forest Service booth is just down here, and I believe they live right next to it, so just don't want any problems. So I figure I'd follow the law and be safe. So let you guys know if I catch anything later. All right, y'all, it is 2:26 on August 11th. I am standing out in the middle of a very dark forest, as you can see. I have been searching and watching for the ghost of Timpanogos, which is a Native American princess that was denied her true love by her father. So therefore, she went and had a curse put on herself, which made her fall asleep until her true love could be with her, which her father made sure would never happen by actually killing him. So it is said that she roams these mountains, and the peak, Timpanogos, is apparently named after her. So again, I've spent all night wandering around trying to find her, watching a lot of people come in and out. But right now I'm just gonna kind of sit here and take in what's going on. Timpanogos, are you here with me? Timpanogos, this little white thing is a microphone. If you have any message you want to pass on or anything you want to say it right into this. Man, it is dark. Is there anything you want to say to us? Are you okay with us being here? I know that there are several hikers that go up and down your mountain. How do you feel about that? Is there a message you want to give us? Are you here with us? The hard part with all of this is that you want to leave your camera on the entire time, but you just don't have enough battery or you're trying to wander through the woods, so you're trying not to kill yourself and film all at the same time. So you just kind of turn it on, and what I find happens is if I hear something or if something's going on, I'll try to turn the camera on, which is a bummer because I want you guys to see it from start to finish, but it's just not possible for me to keep cameras running for 8-9 hours straight. Yeah. So I've been sitting here for a little while. We'll check the audio when I get home and see if Timpanogos left us any message. But I think I'm going to kind of keep wandering up the trail and see what I can find. All right. Check in with you guys in a little while. Peace. I swear, there could be something 1.5 feet, 2 feet in that forest, and I wouldn't see it right now. This is the majority of what I see, just dark, but it's so thick. All right, y'all, it's about 3:30-ish in the morning here. I'm at a different spot, and I thought I would just sit and quietly hang out, see if anything happens. I can definitely hear some water behind me. It sounds like something's walking through the water behind me. My only hope is that it's not a moose. Definitely some footfalls off on this side. There are also several hikers on the trail at probably around 11:45, 11:50. A group of what I would like to call teenagers, not 100%. One of them was definitely old enough to drive. 5 of them basically started wandering up towards the peak of Timpanogos. So hope they're doing all right. It's pretty dark, and it's a super hard hike. It's 3,000 vertical feet almost in elevation gained. So if you do this hike, you're definitely going to want to be prepared, have plenty of water, and make sure you know where you're going. So anybody could be walking down the trail at any point, but I definitely hear something going on. Timpanogos, is that you? Well, I think I'm gonna move on. I know that there is a large group picnic area adjacent to the Pine Theater that we saw earlier. So I think I'm gonna head that way and just kind of post up there for a little while and see what happens. Mostly because if there is a hiker coming down the hill, I don't want to scare him to death when I'm sitting here like this. So I'm going to head back that way, get into a little bit more open space. Good news is the legend says that she is supposed to haunt this entire mountainside, which is huge. There's a whole other side that goes down into the canyon, and there's actually a really huge natural cave called Timpanogos Cave on the other side, and it is said that she can be heard crying and weeping inside of the cave. And the cave has one chamber in particular that is called the heart of the cave, and there's actually a formation that looks like a large heart. And it's said that is where she's heard most often. Park employees talk about it, apparently. So I'm going to head back towards that, and I'll check in with you guys in a while. All right. Yeah, this is crazy. So dark. So dark. All right, y'all. So I am back at the amphitheater. Back behind me, I actually have the laser grid running, and I'm going to hang out here for a little while and see what happens. We've got probably about an hour until sunrise. I'm definitely going to try to get some photos of Timpanogos, but other than that, I'm just going to kind of chill quietly, let the laser grid run, see if I catch anything out here in the amphitheater, and just kind of hang out. So hopefully, once I go through all the footage when I get home, maybe we'll find something, but I'm not completely sure. I will check in with you in the morning. I also wanted to say thank you to everyone. Since I put up my Skinwalker video, I went from 68 subscribers to 228, and I just can't thank all of you enough that are subscribing and commenting and liking. It's been really fun talking to all of you and kind of seeing your views on Skinwalker Ranch. Hopefully Timpanogos will be something cool as well, and we'll look forward to some really good videos here in the future. So I really did want to say thank you to everyone that's subscribed, everyone that's liked the videos, everyone that's commented. It helps so much with what we're trying to do, and you've really made a difference. You brought Kamchatka Production right up to the forefront, and I really wanted to just say thank you very much to all of you. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch it. All right, I will check in with you guys once the sun starts to rise. All right, I'm gonna laser grid out. Peace. All right, y'all. the sun is starting to come up. You can finally see where I have been kind of hiding, trying to find all of this stuff. It has been a really interesting night. I didn't really find anything paranormal, but man, there are sure a lot of people up here. So it has not been too shabby. Did some cool stuff last night. Hopefully some of it turned out, and maybe we caught a ghost that I didn't know about. I did do some like sit down in the middle of the woods and ask questions, inviting Timpanogos to come and talk to me, but who knows? I guess we'll check the audio and see. But now I'm just waiting for the sun to fully come up so I can try to photograph Timpanogos, which is right here, and see if I can get some sunrise. Maybe they'll get some nice light with these clouds that are bouncing around. But overall, good night. You know, I don't know how much this one I really fully believe in here, but I can tell you it was definitely a pretty fun, and man, there must have been, geez, I would say 20 cars that came in and out of this parking lot between 1 o'clock in the morning and 5 o'clock, you know, so a ton of people. It's now 6. I spent probably the last half hour in the car. I just started to get cold. So I'm going to take some photos, and I really want to thank you guys for watching, tuning in, and checking out our videos. It's been a lot of fun making them. All right. See you next week. Be well, my friends.